Section 2 of the Act states that the statute applies to claims pursued in court proceedings other than claims arising out of Real Property Limitation Act proceedings in the nature of an appeal, if the time for commencing them is governed by an act or rule of court, proceedings under the Judicial Review Procedure Act, proceedings to which the Provincial Offences Act applies, proceedings based on the existing Aboriginal and treaty rights of the Aboriginal peoples of Canada, which are recognized and affirmed in Section 35 of the Constitution Act, 1982, proceedings based on equitable claim by Aboriginal peoples against the Crown, and proceedings to which the Limitation Convention or the amended Limitation Convention as defined in the International Sales Conventions Act applies. If the claim arises from any of the former topics, the Act will not allow for the limitation period to apply. Furthermore, Section 16 and 17 of the Act has exceptions as to when no limitation period applies, such as sexual assault. The person with the claim was financially, emotionally, physically, or otherwise dependent on the other person, proceeding by a creditor in possession of collateral to realize it, and more. Section 17 highlights that there is no limitation period in respect of an environmental claim that has not been discovered. For example, a purchaser of the property must bring their action within 2 years of finding contamination in their property and purchasing the property, but does not need to prove when the property was contaminated. In conclusion, it is best to first determine whether your claim falls within the scope of the Act and if the limitation period has been met. If the conditions are satisfied, you can proceed with filing the claim. Additionally, it's important to recognize that courts encourage alternative methods of resolving disputes before resorting to a civil lawsuit. These methods include negotiation, mediation, arbitration, or even direct communication with the party you wish to sue. This approach is recommended because civil lawsuits can be costly and claimants may be liable for the other party's legal costs if the case is deemed unfounded. Before filing a lawsuit, it is advisable to seek legal counsel from experienced lawyers or paralegals to assess whether pursuing the claim is viable and warrants the court's attention and resources.